phone, so it doesn't matter if you deleted something and you told someone, I can pull it up. So just make sure that we are talking to our young girls. I know a lot of people say, I don't have children. I don't really have a connection with young girls. We all do. Every time you see a young girl, stop judging her. Help her. Talk to her. See if she knows her worth. We as a community can do this. We have to stop waiting till there's a bandwagon case to jump on. We have one girl from our community that's missing now that is one of my cases for 5 years. 5 years. And during that time, and most of the times, it's someone within their family was taking part of having this young girl missing. I'm going to tell you one important story about a nephew of a mother sold her 12-year-old daughter for a pair of Jordans. You guys, if you know of anyone like this who are selling girls just so that they would be able to get something else for it, a pair of Jordans, this 12-year-old girl was missing for 11 days. 11 days. When she came back, she had to be hospitalized for 20 days because of the drugs that they gave her during that time and some other things. If you know of something or you hear of something, and I'm going to put this one out there because maybe you guys can help me. If you see a Sonic somewhere nearby, I'm not going to point it out, but there's a Sonic nearby that I know of a guy who's asking girls to meet him after work, and 6 of them have been missing. And all 6 I was able to recover. But now it's in the community's hand. When you're at Sonic and you see someone actually talking to a group of young girls, this is what I want y'all to do. I want you to take those smart devices that you have and use them in a smart way. Just take a picture. Act like you're taking a selfie of yourself, and you take a picture behind you. When you see that someone is following you, if you have enough distance between you, I need that picture. You give me that picture, I can enhance that image and run that image on the website and pick out who this person is. So it's very important. Not only do you get on Facebook and you tell someone, these guys are following me, I need a picture of those guys. Get as much information as you can and get away from them. But I teach classes on how to stay safe and how to keep others safe in your community. You can go to my website. My nonprofit is It's On Me Too, because it's on you too to help save our girls and protect our community. It's going to take all of us to do it because it's people among us that are not with us. So we got to make sure that we weed out the bad ones and get all the good ones. So we have to look out for our women and girls. And women, when you're online and something happened to you, this is something that I just, I guess it was on Tuesday, talked about internet safety, your online dating. Somebody takes the advantage of you and you're too embarrassed because you don't want to tell anyone. Those days are over. Even if he didn't give you the right phone number or any number, whatever device you talk to him on, I can trace him. So let's get these people out of our community. Let's get the bad guys where they need to be, because it's on us too. So I thank y'all again. My website is itsonmetoo.com, the number 2. If you would like to be a part of this, and I want every community to be a part of this, we have everybody else being a part of homeowners organizations, and we have, as we know, people who say they want to stand their ground. It's time for us to stand our ground in our community. And I want to know how many of you are going to be with me of standing your ground in your community. Because you have to be the ones who take care and make safe of the people in your community. And we're not going to allow anyone to keep taking our young girls. Thank you.
All right, put your hands together for Miss Jennings. All right, I got a couple of church announcements very quickly. If you are parked on the 1300 block, also known as Whitmire Street, you might want to move your car because it's blocking in a tractor trailer. And I don't want nobody to get told out here tonight because I don't got a big car and I can't take you home. But Comet can, okay? So if you're parked on the 1300 block, Whitmire Street, please move your vehicle. All right, the next person we have coming to us is none other than a candidate for the Richland County Council District 2. All right, if he could come up here and introduce himself, we have Mr. Derek Pugh. Everybody put your hands together.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
All right. How y'all doing out there? Come on, we got to have a little bit more enthusiasm than that. We celebrating Juneteenth. It's freedom, 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 freedom. I am thankful to be standing before you as the Democratic nominee for Richland County Council District Number 2. I come from Dillon, South Carolina, the corridor of shame. I graduated from Benedict College. I proved a lot of naysayers wrong, but I did it with you guys. And that's what we're gonna need going forward. We're gonna need consistency in order for us to move forward. I saw an interview the other day by our former president, number 44, Barack Obama, and Barack said, "I've never seen anything like this before in my life." Can you imagine the first African-American president is blown away by the movement that's going on right now? There was a saying back in the day that said the revolution will not be televised. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got news for you. The revolution is being televised, and that's why we're getting the movement that we need. But we need each and every one of you to grab 10 or 20 people and preach the same thing to them, because if we don't stand together, we're gonna fall for anything. We need to continue to move forward. We need to continue to lift each other up. We're gonna be tired, and we got a long way to go, because we gotta make moves and we gotta play the game now. And we gotta understand the game. And those people that don't understand the game, it's your job to educate them. It's not your job to talk about them that they don't understand. It's your job to sit down and educate them and help guide them in the right way. So I say all this to say, I'm very thankful and I'm here to serve the people. And I need your vote in November as we push forward to make change right here in Richland County. And I'm gonna leave you with this. One of our great theologians of our time, his name is Michael Santiago Roberts. He's better known as Killer Mike. We're gonna have to continue to plot, plan, strategize, and mobilize if we're gonna do what we need to do. Thank y'all, have a wonderful day and be safe, and put your mask on.
Appreciate it. Let's give it up for Derek Pugh one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Hamilton Grant. I'm a candidate for Richland County Council District 8. So for those of you who live in Northeast Richland County, that would be our area. First, let me give a shout out to our state representative, Ivory Thigpen, who is here. Also to our county councilman, Calvin Chip Jackson. Thank y'all so much for being here as well. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, as we think about this weekend and what it means, part of it is liberation and freedom. And part of that freedom and part of those rights is having the right to vote. And on last week, a travesty took place in the Richland County primary when votes were taken for granted. You had election ballots who did not have the right people on there. You had long lines, and you had a mirage of other issues. Ladies and gentlemen, that cannot happen, because in 2020, we cannot be talking about voter suppression. And so what I need everyone to do who live in Northeast Columbia, I need to see you back in the polls next Tuesday, June 23rd, in the runoff for District 8. And I'll leave you with these words. It's a poem that I learned at South Carolina State University entitled "We the Willing." It says, "We the willing, who are led by the unknown, are doing the impossible for the ungrateful. We've done so much with so little. We're now qualified to do anything with nothing." Ladies and gentlemen, here at this park, here at this rally, let's continue to be the willing. Let's continue to stand up the gap for our community, and let's continue to move forward. Thank y'all so very much.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Grant. We appreciate that. Y'all still having a good time out there? All right, well, we're going to keep the show rolling. I promise you, we have some phenomenal talent that's going to hit the stage, that's about to hit the pavement. I know you know this young lady. If you don't know her, get to know her. None other than the Tiffany J. No Space is going to come up here, rock the mic, move the pavement. So y'all better get out of here, help her rock the show. Here you go, Tiffany J.
Thank you, Miss Kayla. So how y'all doing? Good. It's fine if I stay down here on the ground? That's cool. So before I start, right, Is it okay? Because y'all got party bands all night. Y'all done had Mr. Lamar. Y'all done had the Christy Joy band. Y'all got Seven Sunday After Me. Can I just do some Tiffany J music? Is that cool? So y'all might not know this stuff, but don't act like you don't know it, all right? Because I can see. I got my glasses on today, all right? So this first song is called Climb. Can you repeat this after me? Can you say, climb the ladder? Y'all ain't know y'all came to sing, did you? Let's do it one more time. Climb the ladder. Nowhere to go but up from here. All right, y'all sound weak, so y'all get it when I get into it, all right? All right, Prince Ice. Can you turn it up a little bit? Oh, that's good. Here we go. Climb the ladder. Nowhere to go but up from here. Climb the ladder. Nowhere to go but up from here. Climb the ladder. Yeah. Nowhere to go but up from here. Nowhere to go but up from here. Nowhere to go but up. The road's not meant to be easy. Sometimes your life is gonna throw a hard ball. You decide to swing or to strike out. Doing something's better than not trying at all. So never put your dreams on hold for folks trying to play mind control. Everyone won't see your view, but faith and work make dreams come true. I wanna see you win. Like Zizzy, I'ma tell you to the top we go. So that's y'all again. Climb the ladder. Climb the ladder. Nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Put your hands together for me. Nowhere to go but up. Climb the ladder. Nowhere to go but up. Your position's not your ending. The only way to finish is to go and start. Stop down and focus on ascending. You wanna soar, but it starts in your heart. So I believe in you, but do you? Take a look in the mirror, say I got you, boo. You never know when your life will end. So give it all you got, my friend. I wanna see you win. Like Lizzie, I'ma tell you to the top we go. Climb, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go but So this is my favorite part of the song. It simply says you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Anything you put your mind to, you put your head up, you can do it. You can do it. You can do it. Y'all sing with me. Nowhere to go but up. Nowhere to go but up. Don't you stop till you reach the top. Sometimes I know it's not right now. Keep on dreaming, keep on believing. Nowhere to go but up. Keep climbing the ladder. This might be familiar. Ooh, child, things are gonna get easier. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Y'all like that? So that was Climb. This song was actually produced by a guy, I think he on the stage. The guy with that hair that's longer than mine. I be like, Rod, man, how you get your hair to grow so fast? Because mine be stunt. But Rod King produced that song. And he actually produced the song I'm about to do next. Before I do the next song, can we just shout out the Juneteenth Festival? The Freedom Festival. Can we shout that out, y'all? This is the 4th annual Juneteenth Freedom Festival. Thank you, Jamal, wherever he is. Thank you, Tina, for allowing me to come out here. And one time for this location, let me tell y'all something about this location, right? This is like my community for real. Y'all think I'm lying? So when I say this is my community for real, the government think I stay in this community. Number one. So I grew up in a house down Columbia College Drive, right? Grew up in this neighborhood, right? My first job was at this CVS right here. I only stayed 2 months because, I asked for a day off and he wouldn't give it to me. That's kind of why I'm an entrepreneur now, because I don't like following rules. But that was my first job right there, y'all. I was 16. I used to work at CVS right there. Then I spent 4 years of my early adulthood at this school right here, Columbia College. Got my bachelor's science degree in computer science. What? C squared. I have some sisters out here? Okay, sisters, C squared. But y'all, this is my community for real, so I'm glad to be on these grounds as a successful black woman, you know what I mean? So I'm going to slow it down a little bit. It's cool and stuff. If you got your boo, don't sing a song to your boo, because this is not a love song. It's actually really shady. But, it's so smooth, you might be confused. Let me ask y'all a question, all right? Y'all ready for the question? Have you ever been in a situation where you had to choose between two? You ain't know which one you was gonna choose, but you was in a predicament where you was like, I don't know if I want coffee or I don't know if I want orange juice. I got a witness out there? Y'all wanna be cute, that's all right. Let's go, Prince Ice. My heart somewhere that's not welcoming. It ain't fair, it's truly damaging. It's a hit or miss with you, but I'm not sure who's confused more, me or you. I guess I'll give my other option a try and see how we vibe and ride. Vitamin C or the caffeine, yo, I guess we'll see. Yo.
A cup of morning coffee, you are a great start to a day, yeah. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the house alone as I can sip some cold OJ. A cup of morning coffee, you are a great start to a day, yeah. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the house alone.
Listen, so dark and steamy, eyes no less than dreamy, but ain't it the morning time? I gotta stay woke this time. Hot sizzling sweetie, everything is easy, but making your mind. So maybe I'll stop wasting my time.
A cup of morning coffee, you are a great start to a day, yeah. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the hotness alone.
A cup of morning coffee,
a great start to a day, yeah. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the hotness
alone. I added sugar and cream, hoping you'll be sweet to me. Addicted to your brew, caffeinated or not, I'm glued. Exclusively, you won't choose me to be your only boo. I finally had enough. Won't keep giving you what you don't deserve. I'll cool off some, cause you're too hot for me. Way too hot for me. The more I try, the closer I'm to insanity. So I need a dose of something new, something fresh I should choose. Potential is all you can bring. You're not trying to be a cup of morning coffee. You are a great start to a new day, yeah. But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the hotness alone and take a sip of some gold OJ. A morning coffee, you are
a great start to a new
day, yeah.
But tomorrow, just maybe I'll leave the hotness alone.
So listen, coffee versus orange juice. So which one y'all choosing, coffee or orange juice? Coffee versus orange juice. Oh, which one I would choose? Coffee versus orange juice. Coffee wants you. Oh, 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 yo, a cup of morning coffee you are. I'ma stay back here, alright? It's hooked to this. A cup of morning coffee you are. Da 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 da. A cup of morning coffee you are. Oh, which one I'ma choose to consume? Y'all like that? Alright, I'm gonna do this last song. I think, I'm gonna get out y'all way. But the last two songs y'all can find on iTunes and all that good stuff, as well as this next one. This next song just came out yesterday. Yesterday. All right. But anyway, so this song was called I Love You, Black Man. It's called I Love You, Black Man. And you know what? I love you, black man. Woo woo. Thank you. So this song was produced by the guy on the drums. This is like the first song he produced, y'all. Like, can y'all just clap for Roderick Johnson right there? Can y'all clap for Roderick Johnson on the drums? Like, y'all got people right amongst y'all that's doing big things. Y'all ain't got to clap for me, but clap for my brother right here. Can y'all clap for my brother right here? So the song is called I Love You, Black Man. Let's go, Prince Ice. So me fall me I means king, thank you, in Swahili. It simply says I love you, black man. Yo, I love you, black man. With you I stand, always forever your number one fan. I love you, black man. I love you, black man. Walking together hand in hand, your number one fan. Oh, I love you, black man. Yo, listen. Black man, you define excellence. I'm heartbroken for you and the ridicule you get. Living in America, they seem to hate your existence. So they tell lies, take your lives while you're innocent. Hey, light still shines upon you and your glory. Hey, your melanated skin is a visual of God's creation story. Your smooth stance, the way you glance, make hearts skip a beat. Some do to fear, but those like me admire what we see. Can I get y'all just to throw y'all black power fist up? With you I stand, always forever your number one thing. Yo, I love you, black man. Walking together hand in hand, your number one thing. Oh, I love you, black man. Second verse goes like this. I pray, baby boys, see manhood. Black boy joy should be celebrated in every hood. It's unfortunate your radiance, it's misunderstood. So if this means anything, no, I see your good. Humanity, it started with your face. Creativity began when God made you from clay. Whether you rock or fade, your dreadlocks hang, or rap the beard gang, I love you. Woo, 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 woo. Somehow I'll win this race. I love you, black man, I do. Always forever your number one fan. I love you, black man. Walking together hand in hand, your number one fan. Oh, I love you, black man. Yo, listen. Leader of the pack will play in the background. The father, son, lover, king we've crowned. The brother, teacher, friend we want around. Protector and provider with skits of ground. Keep doing your thing and lighten our lives. With your boldness and flaring eyes. Their jealousy comes at no surprise. They wanna be you till it's time to shine. Black lives what? Matter. Yo, black lives matter. Yo, black lives matter. Yo, they matter. I love you, black man. I love you. I love you. You're number one. I got your back, black boy. I got your back, black boy. Yo, so you and I, T1, you and I can fly together. Oh, I love you, black man. Yo, listen. Black brother, like Auntie Angie said, I love you. Black brother, like Auntie Angie said, I love you. Black brother, like Auntie said, I love you. Yo, listen. My black brother, I love you, and I'll never try to hurt you. I want you to know that I'm here for you forever true, 'cause you're my black brother, strong brother, and there is no one above you. I want you to know that I love you, black man. Thank y'all. I'm Tiffany J.
All right. All right. Y'all, just look around you. Look at the black excellence all around you. Just take a quick look. Look at yourselves. This is true black excellence. We don't have to travel, go out of town. We have talent right here in Columbia, South Carolina. And speaking of talent, I got to give a shout out to some of my WOW family, Walking on Water. I see them over here in the red tent. Some of them are on stage. If you don't know about WOW Productions is a black, locally owned theater company that puts on quality production. So I've had the opportunity to hit the stage with my fellow thespians over the years, and I've been a part of that company for 8 years, but some of my girls are out here, Miss Dana Buffer Wesley, Miss Sierra Folder, Dion Generette. It's a lot of good product that comes out of WOW Productions. So again, shout out to WOW. If you don't know me by now, again, my name is Kayla Baker. I'm a singer, artist, songwriter, producer, right here from Columbia, South Carolina. But instead of serving some singing talents today, I'm here to be your MC, your hostess with the mostest. Now, I don't dance like James Patrick, okay? But he told me to bring my elegance to you tonight, and I'm sharing my black excellence with you. So, coming to the forefront, we have Lolita, We're gonna go straight to our speaker. Let's bring up Representative Ivory Thigpen.
Black Lives Matter. Oh, I need you to repeat after me. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. As I stand here before you now, I am a representative in the State House. I am a pastor and a preacher. I am a doctor and the owner of chiropractic, a clinic called Restore Chiropractic. But most importantly, I stand here as a black man, as a black man who is often seen as a threat in America. Dr. King, from his jail cell in Birmingham, penned a letter to all persons who would tell him that he needed to be quiet, that he needed to wait, that they needed to stop protesting, that they needed to stop making demands. And I want you to know that same spirit, that same enemy, that same person that will prevent us from claiming what is our God-given right, they are still out there now. Dr. King talked about the necessity of now. We have to be careful when other people try to describe our blackness. As we celebrate Juneteenth and what it means to be black in America, I am reminded that there once was strange fruit hanging in the trees of the South. I am reminded of places like Hamburg, South Carolina, where there were elected officials after Reconstruction who were killed simply because they were black. And I want you to know that there is an urgency of now. Do not stop protesting. Those who sit in the seats of power, they want everything to calm down before they do anything. But I want you to know that we need to give them a news flash. It's not going to calm down. We're not going to stop protesting. We're not going to stop fighting because there is unfinished work. This country was founded in protest. This nation has protest in its DNA. The Boston Tea Party was a protest that destroyed property. So don't let them tell you or try to paint people out as being villains because they're demanding something that is better. As a matter of fact, if you call yourself a Christian, if you are not Catholic, if you're Baptist, Episcopalian, Methodist, Lutheran, AME, it means that you are a Protestant. And the way to pronounce that word differently is protestants. That means that you came about by protesting because things weren't right and you knew that something needed to change and you would not stop, you would not quit until a change was made. So don't tell me that we can't protest. Protest is what it means to be American. But the problem is they don't see us as Americans. But if you know, like I know, black is the most beautiful thing on earth. Black is the strongest hue. It absorbs more heat than any other color. Black is the color of the ground. And I read somewhere that God took the dust and the dirt and breathed into it. Well, I sure know it wasn't white dirt. It wasn't red dirt. The most fertile dirt is black dirt. You want to talk about the beauty of black? The most powerful thing that there is in the universe known to man outside of God is a black hole. And a black hole, just like us, is demonized, is talked about because it's misunderstood. But a black hole is not a bad thing. It has so much power, it has so much gravity that it draws all light unto itself. It's so strong it won't even let light escape. So don't let nobody tell you that black ain't beautiful. Don't let nobody tell you that black ain't strong. Blackness is what makes us who we are. Who else could endure 400 years of slavery? Who else could endure almost 100 years of Jim Crow? Who else can be killed on a regular basis, but yet we still stand and yet we still rise? I leave you with this thing that we must continue to protest. Because things aren't going to change until we continue to make and pressure them to change. There's a story, and I'll leave you with this. There's a story of this phenomenon called the drawback. I'm a preacher. Y'all talk to me. Say drawback. When there is a tidal wave from an earthquake, that is, when the foundation of the earth is beginning to move in such a way, like it's doing right now, and tectonic plates shift, it creates a tidal wave. But before the tidal wave crashes to the shore and destroys everything, there's a phenomenon called, say it again, the drawback. For those who are in the water, when the water draws back, it's the water pulling out to sea as the tidal wave builds momentum. Those whose lives are saved, those who make it after the aftermath, those who survive the tidal wave are not those who do nothing when the water draws back. But the ones who are saved are the ones who act, the ones who do something. I ain't saying that you got to protest, but you need to do something. If voting not your thing, I say vote, but if you ain't voting, then spend some money in black businesses. Raise your son and your daughter. Make an honest woman out of a black woman. Build your community. You got to do something. For if we do nothing, we will be crashed by the same tidal wave that is coming, because when there's a president who talks about us, who treats us as nothing, who flames the fires of racism, the water is receding. When black people can get killed on video time and time again, and the police get away with it and nothing is done, the water is receding. When we're dealing with the same stuff that we were dealing with 60 and 100 years ago, and we see the same people doing the same racist stuff, the water is receding. But the time to act is now. We cannot let up. We cannot give in. We have children that are depending on us. Now let me say that again because y'all didn't hear me. And I want y'all to look at them. They're around here. We got children that are depending on us to make it better for them than it was for us. And I've made up my mind I'm going to pray. I made up my mind I'm going to protest, but I'm going to plan and I'm going to act too. Who all are going to plan, pray, and protest with me? I leave you with this. Don't ever forget. Don't ever forget. Margaret Mead leaves us with this quote. Never doubt that a small group of committed citizens can change the world. As a matter of fact, it's the only thing that ever has. William Bernard Shaw says it this way. The reasonable man tries to change himself to the world, but the unreasonable man is always trying to change the world to himself. The only people who have ever accomplished any progress in the world are unreasonable. It's time out of being reasonable. I'm looking for a few unreasonable people who are willing to do whatever it takes to make a change. Be the change you want to see.
All right, thank you so much, Representative Thigpen. We appreciate those words, those powerful words. Well, we're going to keep the power going. Next, we have Lolita Frazier with Loco Strut Runway. Right? It was Malcolm X who said, we are not outnumbered. We are out organized. But now, this time in history, things are about to change. None other than Lolita Frazier.
Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. No place big enough for holding all the tears you're gonna cry. Cause your mama's name was lonely and your daddy's name was pain. And they call you little sorrow, cause you'll never love again. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't ever gonna fly. You ain't got no one to hold you. You ain't got no one to care. If you'd only understand, dear, nobody wants you anywhere. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly.
No unity, no power. White power for white people. Black power for black people. 1967. The Black Panther Party. The movement. Freedom.
Let's talk about freedom, freedom, freedom.
We will not bow down to racism. We will not bow down to injustice. We will not bow down to exploitation. I'm gonna stand. I'm gonna stand.
Yet our best trained, best educated, best equipped, best prepared troops refuse to fight. Matter of fact, it's safe to say that they would rather switch than fight.
Music hitting your heart, cause I know you got soul. Hey, listen if you're missing, y'all. Swinging while I'm singing. Hey, giving what you're getting. Knowing what I know in. While the black band's sweating. In the rhythm I'm rolling. Gotta give us what we want. Gotta give us what we need. Hey, our freedom of speech is freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power. Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! Fight the power! We got to fight the power that beats! As the rhythm's designed to bounce with calcium that the rhyme designed to fill your mind. Now that you realize the prize arrives, we got to pump the stuff to make it tough. From the heart, it's a start, a work of art to revolutionize, make a change, something strange. People, we are the same, no we're not the same, cause we don't know the game. What we need is awareness, we can't get careless. You say, what is this? My beloved, let's get down to business. Mental self-defense of fitness. Don't rush the show. You got to go for what you know. To make everybody see. In order to fight the powers that be. Fight the power. 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 We got to fight the power that beats.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, glory. Oh, glory. Glory.
Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon. Formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is juxtapositioning us. Justice for all just ain't specific enough. One son died, his spirit is revisiting us. True and living in us. Resistance is us. That's why Rosa sat on the bus. That's why we walk through Ferguson with our hands up. When it go down, we woman and man up. They say stay down, and we stand up. Shots be on the ground, the camera panned up. King pointed to the mountaintop, and we ran up.
One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, glory, glory, oh, glory, glory. Now the war is not over. Victory isn't won. We'll fight on to the finish. And when it's all done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory. Oh, glory. We'll cry glory. Oh, glory. Selma is now for every man, woman, and child. Even Jesus got his crown in front of a crowd. They march with the torch, we gon' run with it now. Never look back, we done gone hundreds of miles. From dark roads, heroes, to become a hero. Facing the League of Justice, his power was the people. Enemy is lethal, a king became regal. Saw the face of Jim Crow under a bald ego. The biggest weapon is to stay peaceful. We sing, our music is the cuts that we bleed through. Somewhere in the dream we had an epiphany. Now we right the wrongs in history. No one can win a war individually. It takes the wisdom of the elders and young people's energy. Welcome to the story we call victory. The coming of the Lord, my eyes have seen the glory. One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours. It will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won, we will be sure. We will be sure. Oh, when the war is won, when it's all said and done, we'll cry glory. Oh, glory.
What's going on, Freedom Festival? How's everybody doing? Y'all good? Listen, this ain't the time to be quiet. Like, we out here about uniting, being together as one. My name is Lolita Frazier. I'm the owner of Local Strut Runway and also the creator of Strut Talk Runway Therapy. I use runway walking as a form of empowerment to help hurt people strut through their pain. I had to develop this program when a hurt person killed my son. My message to you guys today is that hurt people hurt people. This is bigger than the guns. This is about hurt people who are walking around in pain and hurt that they've never dealt with, and they're allowing it to hold them hostage. It only takes a split second before somebody can make this a decision that can change somebody's life forever. I just want you guys to know that whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you've been through, that you have the power within you to get through anything that there is. Strut Talk is a conversation with no words because your walk is the first conversation that the world sees.
I just want you to really start paying attention to people. People are walking in pain, and we're ignoring it. We come together for things like this when police officers are killing our black men, but what about when our black men are killing our black men? We need to start healing as one, knowing that when we start showing them how much we love each other, they'll be too afraid to come and do something to us, you know? So we gotta start by setting that example. And right now, just standing in this, like out here on this block party, you can start with just rolling your shoulders back. Tighten up your core. Raise your chin up, a slight lean back, and you can strut through it. We all have a story. What does your strut say about you? Now, DJ, you know we can't leave you on no low. We're gonna go ahead and take it there right quick. Hey, hey, hey.
Pull up the Coachella, boots with the ghost feathers. I brought the squad with me, black on black bandanas. I say it's champagne, I did the damn thing. You did Diana, singing and dancing all in the rain. Ooh, I just wanna have a good time. Turn around, look inside, turn left to the right. Funny hop, drop, cross your legs, turn around and clap. Shuffle to the left, let's glide now. Ooh, drop it down low to the floor. Bring it up, tap and roll. Step on them, kick on them, stomp in these steps. Swag the right, serve the left, work the middle till it hurt a little.
All right, everybody, give it up for Loco Strut Runway. Thank you so much, Lolita and crew, for bringing the fire to the stage. All right. This is black excellence at its best. We're going to keep the show rolling. But I want you to say that or know that your black is beautiful, you're magnificent, you're wonderful, you're powerful, and you are enough. So we're going to keep this show going. One of my favorite people in the world, and I say that wholeheartedly, is Mr. Dion Generette. And he is a visionary hailing out of, I believe, Johnsonville, South Carolina. And he has created a live themed music show concept that I think is what, 1 year old now? 1 year old now. So if you haven't been to a Sneakers and Frame Gala, or a Players Ball, or what's another show?
What's Love Got to Do It?
What's Love Got to Do It? The Great
Train.
Seven. I mean, I could go on and on and on. But if you have not been to a 7 Sunday show, Columbia, surrounding areas, you are missing out. But you're going to get a little bit of taste of that tonight. So again, support 7 Sunday. I'm going to let Dion take the mic, and he going to tell you what it's about.
Hey, this is a block party. We shutting it down. I need everybody to come forward. I ain't even going to talk about us. Y'all follow us on 7 Sunday on Facebook, on Instagram. We shutting it down like a backyard party, a celebration. We want y'all to come forward. We're going to get ready to rock out. We got Boogie Brown, Tia Renee, and Erica Ray, Rod Johnson on the drums, Mr. Rod King on the bass, and we got Chip on the keys. Ladies and gentlemen, let's let them see what 7 Sunday do. Let's go.
Y'all ready? Better write sung it best, but guess what? We still gonna do what we do. Here we go. A clean woman is a woman who
Yeah, I made it easy for the queen of woman to steal my baby's love. Here we go. I took this man's love and I put it on a shelf. And like a fool, I thought I had him all to myself. When he needed love, I was out having fun. But I found out that all I had done was for the queen of woman to get my man's love. Yeah, I made it easy for the queen of woman to steal my baby's love. A cleaner woman will wipe his blues away. Wipe his blues away. She'll give him plenty loving 24 hours a day. A cleaner woman will sweep him off his feet. And she's the one that'll take him in when you kick him on the street. Now take a tip, you better get healed. Yeah. To the clean up woman, cause she's tough and she really cleans up. Yeah, oh yeah. We going now, you ready? To jump and freak, it was my ruin, but I found out that all I was doing wrong. Yeah, to get my mess up. Yeah, I made it easy for the queen of woman to get my baby's love. I was made it easy for the queen of woman to get my man's love. Yeah, I made it easy for the queen of woman to steal my baby's love.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Tia Renee.
Yeah.
Now, they told y'all from Johnsonville, we going to go down in the country right here. We're going to do a little stumping on the ground right here. Boogie Brown, talk to him real quick for me.
Come on, Boogie.
Y'all keep the energy going out here, all right? See if y'all can get down with this real quick.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
Sing, Boogie.
Listen. Sitting at home, thinking about your baby. The way you put it on me, it took me higher. The way you move that body, make you twerk that thing. You ought to be a crying shame. You got my nose wide open, thinking about the day and night. You got that fire, girl. Your fire burns so bright. She moves to the left, y'all. She moves to the right. Straight to the middle. She works it all night. She got that fire. Yeah, she got that fire. Ooh, we got that fire. Yes, she do. She got that fire. Wasn't looking for romance. Wasn't looking for love. The way you put it on me, y'all, I'm thinking of. The way you move that thing, the way you move your body, do it all to me, a crying shame. Oh, we, look what you done to me. Your love is so good, girl, it'll make a blind man see. She moving to the left, y'all, moving to the right. She gives it in the middle, working it out. Yeah, you do, you got that. Yeah, fire.
work that thing. Come on and work that. You look so good. Work that, work that. So good. You look so good. Work that thing. Work that. You got that fire, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Bring it down one more time right here. Work that. Let me see you just work. Come on. Work that. Let me see you just work. You look so good. When you're talking that thing. Ooh, you look so good. When she's working that. Hey, y'all have it right here. You got that. Oh, she got that. You got that. Ooh, she got that. Yeah, got that. Bring it down, baby, bring it down. Listen, she got that fire. Yeah, she do got that fire. Ooh, yeah, fire. Yes, you do. Hey, y'all repeat after me. Do this. Say, she got that fire. 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 You got that fire. You got that fire. You got that fire. Hey, hey, hey. That's fire! That fire! Ooh, yeah, fire! Oh, you got that fire! She got that fire! She got that fire! That's all right now. Woo. I said that's all right now. Look at everybody and say, she got that fire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Listen, we're gonna go where everybody can go right here. Erica Ray. Let's talk to the people.
Gonna say my whole name?
Yes, I did. Erica Ray, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go.
Now we all know what song this is. So everybody get a formation so we can do it together. Y'all ready? Big old family unit now.
You can't see it.
It's electric.
You gotta feel it.
It's electric.
Ooh, it's shaking.
It's electric.
It's a man, she's a bumping like a man, she's a moving, no electric show. Guys, let's look it. Don't wanna lose it.
It's electric.
And you can't use it.
It's electric.
'Cause you know it's there. Here, there, and everywhere. I've got to move. I'm going on a party ride. I'm going to groove. And from this music I just can't hide. Show got the booty, don't wanna lose it. It's electric. And you can't choose it. But you know it's there and
Y'all like that?
come let me take you on a party ride. And from this music I just can't hide. Are you coming with me? Come let me take you on a party ride. Teach you, teach you, teach you. I'll teach you electric ride.
Y'all look so beautiful. Huh? Now this is what we gonna do. We gonna keep this energy right here when we leave on this night. In our communities, we gonna electric slide all over the enemy. We gonna stand together as one. Yeah. Oh, y'all still want it? Okay. We gonna keep y'all right here though. We gonna sing another Negro national anthem. Y'all all right with that? Don't move, don't move. Y'all like that? All right, one more. We gonna sing you home. I promise. I want to sing this. You know, I like. Just come on, man. Let's go. Look. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Can I get in on it? Hey! All right, look, I can't sing, but this one of them HBCU joints, you know what I'm saying? You can't do this right here unless you, hey, we at the backyard party. Come on, Juneteenth. Hey, here we go, here we go, here we, hey, sing it.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, Juneteenth, peace and love, baby, come on. Wait a big butt that.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah.
I see you over there, girl, with your afro and everything. I'ma sing this verse to you. Walk in this place, so nice to see a big girl getting busy, just rocking to the go-go beat. It's a bit, but you messed me up, look, your booty so big. This big girl won't be rock my world, you the butt all night through. She walked down and the back. Put that notion, get your back filled with motion. I know it. Boy, you about to mess with the sexy. Ain't nothing wrong if you wanna do it a lot all night long. Yeah, yeah. Come on, hey, what you gonna do about it? Three in the morning and we rocking this joint. 4 in the morning and she came over, right? 5 in the morning and we had some fun. 6 in the morning she called the girl, and then 7 in the morning then she left my house. 9 in the morning I had to kick her out. 10 in the morning she was telling a friend that later on we were doing it again. Say, hey, come on, we gonna do this part right here. What you gotta do about it? Here we go. Y'all come on, get a marshal. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Say, oh, hey, come on, say, come on. Come on, come on, say, where them big butts at? Come on. Come on, come on. Say, Tina got a big old butt. Oh, yeah. I got a big old butt. Oh, yeah.